Hello everyone, today I'm here to bring you the Harry Potter tag, but first an unrelated intro. Today I was going to upload a Project for Awesome video featuring my favorite Project for Awesome videos, but unfortunately I haven't really had a chance or had time to watch a lot of Project for Awesome videos, so I'm only going to feature one, but it's a good one. It's by the intelligent, articulate, and lovely Nancy from Nancy Reads, and you may have already seen it. It's for We Need Diverse Books. So if you're watching this on December 13th live, please go check out that video, comment on it, and click the link to vote for that charity on the Project for Awesome website. Even if you're not watching this video live on December 13th, please check out that video and check out the links and resources that Nancy left in the description of that video. It's a very important cause and Nancy does an excellent job of representing it. Now onto the Harry Potter tag. I was tagged by my thoughtful friend Jenna from On the Big Adventure, who knew I was struggling to come up with good ideas for the rest of Vlogmas. Of course, her lovely video will be down below. Consider this a warning. There will definitely be spoilers for the Harry Potter series and franchise in this video. So if you haven't read all of the books or watched all of the movies and you don't want to be spoiled, I'm so sorry, but you probably shouldn't watch the rest of this video unless you don't mind being spoiled. By all means then, continue on. The first question is, favorite book? You know this already because I've been mentioning it recently because of the wonderful Harry Christmas to You Twitter and project that's going around on BookTube. Things really start to amp up, I feel like, in this book and start being revealed to us as the reader that we've been waiting for in the entire series. The next question is favorite movie, and it's also Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. If I'm completely honest, the main reason that this one is my favorite is because of Jim Broadbent's portrayal of Horace Slughorn, and additionally I started to enjoy Michael Gambon's portrayal of Dumbledore in this movie. Previously, I didn't feel like his portrayal felt like the Dumbledore that I read in the books, like Richard Harris's did, but in this movie, he started to win me over for sure. The next question is least favorite book in the series, and to be honest, like initially, there is not one that stands out to be my least favorite. Maybe I'll change my mind after I reread this series in its entirety in the future. This isn't an official question on the tag, but I'm going to add it, and is least favorite movie. It has to go to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It has its redeeming moments, but I feel like there were some unnecessary flourishes to this movie, and in addition to that, all the males in this movie have some like ridiculous, swoopy, dramatic emo hair. I don't know, it felt like a odd choice. Like I said, this film does have some redeeming qualities to it, but it's not my favorite in the series. The next question is parts of the books and movies that made you cry, and this is where all the spoilers happen. Honestly though, when I first read the books when I was 17, 18 years old, I didn't cry a lot when I read books or watched movies really. I became, I guess, a more emotional adult. I did like almost tear up when I first read the 7th book whenever Dobby died, but I most certainly sobbed when I saw him die in the first installment of the Deathly Hallows movie, and now when I reread it, I cry. A part that has always gotten me in the movies is actually in my least favorite one is the Goblet of Fire, the moment whenever Harry and Cedric come back from their encounter with Voldemort and everyone's like cheering, and like I'm gonna tear up just thinking about it. Everyone's cheering and they're happy, and then like that moment when Cedric's dad sees his son and sees that his son has died, and like then everything just kind of changes. Like those kind of moments like get me every time, like those moments where you have this pure joy and then it's immediately taken away by tragedy. It gets me every time. I'm sure that there are other moments that like make me tear up. Probably the scene in the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince whenever they're all lighting their wands and to get rid of the dark mark or whatever in the sky after Dumbledore has died. That one gets me a little bit, but it's those two, it's Dobby and it's Cedric's dad that get me every single time. The next question is if you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? Probably have to say Neville, and not to be a hipster or anything, but I've always loved Neville, like in the books and in the movies, even before like everyone thought Matthew Lewis got all hot or whatever. I've always just had like a soft spot in my heart for Neville, and he just seems like he'd be like the best like boyfriend. The next question is favorite character, and this one's kind of tough because for a long time a long time, my answer would have been Snape, but I think that that was mostly because of Alan Rickman's portrayal of Snape in the movies, because in reality, it's kind of sad that he's like in his 40s or however old he is, and he's still like hung up on the girl that he loved when he was in like high school. I mean, I know that it's deeper than that, but on the surface, it just seems kind of sad. But if I had to pick a favorite, it's probably really close between Neville and Luna. Luna is kind of the person I wish that I was, and the kind of the person that I exuded to be whenever I was a young person, someone who didn't care what anybody thought. But it's more than that with Luna. Like, Luna doesn't even occur to her. Like, it doesn't even occur to her to, she's just who she is, and she's brilliant, but she's kooky and unashamedly, and I love that about Luna. And she's intelligent, not in the Hermione way, but she's still brilliant, and I absolutely love her. An honorable mention definitely has to go to Dumbledore. I really love how Dumbledore's character is handled. Him and Snape are kind of like reverse. Like, all throughout the series, we see like Snape is the bad guy, and it's revealed at the end that he had some really redeeming qualities. And then all throughout the series, we see Dumbledore as like this perfect guardian type character who can do no wrong. And at the end, some of his past and some of his darkness is revealed. And I really like that. The next question is, what would your Patronus be? And I'm gonna say a squirrel. Just because I think it would be adorable to have a squirrel as my Patronus. I don't know. I'm picking squirrel for no good reason other than squirrel. The next question is, if you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which would you pick? I think that it's made pretty clear in the series which one is the best choice, and even without that, I would still pick the Invisibility Cloak, because I mean, Invisibility Cloak. The next question is, what house would you be in? And I've taken the Pottermore quiz like 4 times because I'm a total nerd. 2 times I've been sorted into Ravenclaw, and 2 times I've been sorted into Gryffindor, which is really weird. Like, I understand the Ravenclaw thing, but I don't see the Gryffindor thing at all. But honestly, like, I kind of more identify myself as a Hufflepuff. I just can't pick. Like, I'm either a Hufflepuff or a Ravenclaw, so like maybe I'm a Ravenpuff or something. That's the funny thing about the houses. Like, we really shouldn't fit into one, right? The next question is, if you could meet any member of the cast, which would it be? I have no ambitions to meet any like celebrities, because I know they're people, but I have a hard time like interacting with like non-celebrity normal people. I wouldn't even know what to say or do if I met anyone that was in the Harry Potter cast in real life. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Evanna Lynch, maybe Emma Watson. Like, they both seem like cool ladies. But otherwise, I would probably just be standing there like, hi. The next question is, have you ever played any of the video games? My hand-eye coordination is terrible, so video games aren't like a thing that I do because I get frustrated and I'm like, no, I'll go read a book. The next question is, if you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? And I would play a spectator in the stands because, again, not coordinated, and I think it would be dangerous for me to be really high up in the air on a broomstick. I would probably die. The next question is, were you happy with the ending? And for the most part, yes. It could have probably went without the epilogue. The last question is, how much does Harry Potter mean to you? Harry Potter doesn't have the same impact on me as it does on a lot of people because I didn't grow up reading Harry Potter. I think that Harry Potter, the series, kind of represents for me a time in my life when I started creating my own opinions about things aside from my parents, because my parents had very opposing views about the Harry Potter series, and it was one of the first kind of things where I was like, you know, maybe they're not right and I should give it a chance. And that's the end of the tag. I'm going to tag anyone who is hosting the Harry Christmas to You project that has not done this tag. As always, please feel free to share your thoughts on anything that I said here today in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video.